Physically or informationally coupled oscillators tend to synchronize with each other. Humans themselves hold many oscillatory principles in their behavior and functioning. Human behaviors such as walking together or taking turns in conversations have been successfully modeled in terms of coupled oscillators. However, these studies have been conducted almost exclusively in person. As human interactions increasingly move online, an interesting question emerges. Can the same coordination be found in an online dyadic temporal estimation task? And if it can, is it of the same strength as in-person coordination?
9 dyads, or 18 University of Cincinnati students, completed the study for course credit, and data was collected in dyad pairs. The study was executed online, instructions were provided, and verbal consent was obtained during online video chats that lasted for the duration of the study. This temporal estimation task used pairs of participants to interleave their successive temporal estimates. Participants were each assigned roles, red player or blue player. The participants were instructed that whenever their respective color would be shown on screen, they were to press the spacebar on their keyboard when they approximated that 750 milliseconds had passed since that color appeared. Participants completed 1,100 interleaved trials each for a total of 2,200 trials. Their responses were collected using JATO's software.
Here, we see a plot depicting one dyad's response times over the series of trials. Each participant is denoted by a different color as seen in the legend. Through this graph, we can see that participants in this dyad tracked each other's response times. This dataset also displays 1 over F noise, also known as pink noise. Pink noise holds fractal properties, showing nested patterns of self-similar fluctuation. The above plot in blue depicts an interleaved plot showing all participant data plotted over one another. This interleaved plot shows consistency to the data of individual dyads, as participants throughout the entire dataset accommodate each other's responses and share a pink noise pattern. Below, on the left, is a power spectrum plot depicting the coordination strength of a representative dyad over different frequencies. Fast timescale coordination was found, as seen in the spike at higher frequencies on the graph. However, responses over slow timescales also had a strong influence on participants' coordination. Results look strikingly similar when compared to in-person data, shown on the bottom right, showing similarity between individual and distributed cognition.
The data showed significant evidence for entrainment's existence in an online setting. As you can see, the graphs for the individual time estimation and dyadic estimation look very similar and are fractal in nature. The presence of coordination over slow timescales reveals that seemingly innocuous behaviors may contribute more to shared behavior in online human interactions than we would typically think. One thing to mention is that participants' responses were restricted by requiring them to wait a specific interval of time before they were prompted to respond. This could limit the reliability of the data, either with a diminishing or enhancing effect on the observed coordination. Future studies could do away with this restriction in favor of a more free-range method of collecting response times. Future directions for studies in this area of online coordination could include broadening the activities that are utilized. Time estimation was utilized here, but more active, teamwork oriented tasks could serve as a subject of analysis in the future.